Good morning everybody and welcome to Helen's Little Lottie. My name is Helen. Today I have got such a long list of things I want to do in the garden. Everything from potting on things that desperately need to putting up baskets, putting up trellis. I have written down so many jobs in my gorgeous little book. I've got lots of baskets to put up. I've got dahlia tubulars to plant up as well, and just generally checking on everything that's going on this morning. What's been lovely is I popped to the boot sale this morning with my daughter and picked up some really lovely little bits and pieces, particularly it's going to go in our new greenhouse. Lovely little handheld watering can, gorgeous little homemade preserves jar that would be great for holding in sticks and writers and planters and that kind of thing. Very cute little basket, because who doesn't love a basket? I managed to pick up loads and loads of pots for next to nothing, as well as one large pink one. It does have a drainage hole, so very, very pleased with that. Here I've got so much that needs planting up. We've got corn, I've got broccoli, I've got cucumbers, sunflowers, I've got pumpkins just deciding to join us. So lots of these need potting up. I certainly don't need all of these. I need about four cucumbers. I need 4. I'd like to say I'll get away with 6. I think I'll only be able to fit 4 of the corn in, but I'll try for 6 and really only need 1 or 2 of the the broccoli. So we'll see. Sunflowers, I'm going to try and put them everywhere because I love these are giant sunflowers. I'm going to try and put them everywhere. I'm going to put them down the back of the little Lottie as well, and then absolutely anywhere else I can fit them. My allium seeds haven't arrived yet, but it's probably a bit too cool for them. Behind me, which I don't think you can see, I've started to acclimatise strawberries and my mini pumpkins. So that is the jobs for today. It's going to be a busy one. Hopefully the weather will stay okay. It's overcast at the moment. It's not due to rain, so hopefully we'll be okay. There's so much to do, I don't even know where to start. I think I'm going to start with putting up some trellis. I think that's the plan. My drill's just run out of battery. Brilliant. So a little bit more. Okay, so the next job is to put these ivy baskets up, and I'm thinking one there and one there. Can't do anything backwards because I can't, as much as I'd like one attached to the fence, I don't think I can with the weight of it without support. So I'm going to put them on this part just for a bit more ivy, and then I can start putting up some other bits and pieces. So as you would have seen, I rescued a couple of hellebores from garden centre that were absolutely almost dead, reduced from £12.50 to £5. So I've just cut off all of the dead weight, and there's already signs of new growth coming along, and that's just under a week, so that's quite amazing. So I need to let these acclimatise a little bit because they've been inside, so I'm going to leave those outside for a bit. And then this has now got to be planted as well. So this is what's the word I can actually say? It's a jasminoids, a jasmine. It's a trailossipum. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that on there. So this is going to go up the central trellis, which is over on the back. I also bought some bone meal to put in for it as well, so I'm going to do that first. Okay, so as I'm putting things up, I'm going to go and hang up the strawberry baskets. The sun keeps coming out and it's so lovely. I'm going to go hang up the strawberry baskets in the little Lottie as well. I know I originally said we were going to have like trellis all the way around, but I just don't think we are. I don't think we need it. So I'm going to put these up. The worst case, we can take them down, but trellis I can put them back up. It's fine. So I'm going to do that now. Hello, welcome to another day. It's a beautiful spring day today. So I've got a few things I want to do. I've got to finish potting some bits up, which I just didn't get around to yesterday. And then I want to have some fun with a rockery. I love this idea. We've decided to have it in the garden. And I've just sort of randomly started putting stuff over in that corner, but I want to have a real play with it. It's quite a good space. It's a lovely idea for us to have. Something a bit different. So I'm going to do some potting up first. I think I might do the potting up inside, just because although it's a lovely bright day, the temperature keeps fluctuating quite a bit. So I'm going to actually do the potting up inside, and then find places for those things to be before I start looking at the rockery. My little assistant with me today. Assistant. Okay. Assistant. Our first job is going to be to pop up these dahlias. These are the pom-pom ones. I absolutely adore these. I've never grown them before. I'm really hoping we'll be able to do something with them because they're so pretty. So I've sort of arranged to pull together a few larger pots that I have. Now it does say, if I was looking at this, plant depth is only 3 inches. That's about that. So these should be absolutely fine, and we'll just see how well we can spread them out. So I think what we'll do, you have to roll those sleeves up, put soil in all of, I don't know how many we've got. Should we see how many we've got first? And then go from there.
The what? The tuber what?
Tubulars, they're called.
Tubulars.
So I would say that's probably, look, that's already got a bit of growth on it, that one. So that's one. So let's just say, because that's a big one. Not sure about those yet.
It's a big tuber what?
Tubular. This one,
that one's got good growth.
That's got good growth on it. That's got really good growth on that one already. Yeah, that's got a bit of growth on it as well. So that's another one. Maybe the green one, because that's a bit bigger. So you ready to plant some of these up? Let's start with this really big one then. It's mud, mud, mud.
Is that soil or compost?
Love a bit of soil. Yeah, in the middle. Alright, lovely job. Okay, so we're going to plant these down now. Just dig that in a little bit. Plant these down. So this has already got a little bit of growth. Now we'll keep hold of that.
Do you want to put some more?
Yeah, we'll put some more. You're going to hold that, aren't you? Okay. Okay, that's looking really good. Lovely job. One done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to plant up are some pots for the rockery, some flower seeds for the rockery. So can you tell me what that's called?
No.
So this is Arienia avalanche. I'll put a picture of it. It's a small white delicate flower.
It's a small white flower.
Small white flower. So we're going to plant that up.
It's a flower.
I've got, this is a packet mix of perennial rock garden flowers. So that will be going over 2 different tubs. And then when I ordered these, I also got some free seeds. These are the Primula cross pubescent seeds. I have no idea, but I'm going to plant them up. But they're all sort of rock gardens.
Hellebores.
That's what we're going to use. Well, before I forget, I actually ordered some proper soil for alpines, which is effectively what these are. So we're going to use this soil, and hopefully I'll have enough for these 3 pots to go in. There's a lot of gravel in it, so I think that's why I'll do it. It's just 2.5 litres this one. Hopefully this will be enough for these 4 pots. Okay, so the job I've got to do now is rescue some cucumbers that have decided they don't like today. But before I can plant them, I've got to sort out the pots that they're going into, because there's been a bit of a disaster with those 2. So the problem I've got with both of these is I checked them yesterday, and I put soil in these quite a while ago. It's sodden. And I've realised it's because there's no drainage holes in the plastic. So I'm going to have to empty out all this, put some drainage holes in, then I can put soil in and plant some of the cucumbers that are very, very unhappy today. They were fine yesterday, they're not happy today. So that's what I'm going to do for both of these now. And it also means the strawberry plant holders that I put up, I'm going to have to do the same with, because I didn't check for those. So I'm going to chuck this literally just into the Lottie, and it can just soak through and do what it needs to do, drain out, dry out, and then I'll put new soil in. So as you can probably see, the cucumbers, which were absolutely fine yesterday, have said no more, we're done. So I need to get these in the ground, but in their pots straight away. I've also got some broccoli is doing really well, ready to be potted on, and some corn that's doing really well, ready to be potted on, so I can do that today as well. But first of all, let's rescue some of these poor, very unhappy cucumber seeds. I can go in here. I'll sort you out in just a second. Here, sort you out. Right. Make sure they're pushed in nice and deep. I don't know why I bother wearing white when I'm outside. I really don't know. Last job I'm going to do with these is, these have absolutely gone now, so I'm going to collect those up. I'm going to pot on some of my corn. I'm pretty sure I can have up to 6. So I'm going to pot on the 6. I've got a feeling it might be 4, but I'm going to pot up 6 and go from there. I might pot up 8. and go from there. I'll put 2 to a pot because I've got plenty of these pots left. So I'll do 2 to a pot, which will give them plenty of growth, and then leave them to develop a little bit as well before I start the rockery. Okay, so as the light is fading today, I'm going to do the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put some of those on, and I've got to do some of my sunflowers because they're getting a bit leggy. They are being supported, but I think because I've just put them in basic seed trays, there's not enough room for them. So I'm going to, you can see I've got a bit of a collection going on their plants. Oops. So what I'm going to do is pot on a few of my broccolis, put on a few of the sunflowers and make sure they're staked still, and I think that will be the end for today. So what I'll do is, I know my phone is running out of battery, so I'm going to do this quickly and I'll show you the end result. While I'm here and doing this, I did want to just show you, these are the sunflowers at the moment. These little sticks and clips are the best things I think I've ever bought. They're just from Amazon. I got the pack of 100. And they're absolutely brilliant. They're so easy to use. They're wooden, reusable, and absolutely fantastic. So I'll leave a link to them at the bottom. I am worried about these. These are my miniature pumpkins, and they're just not happy. I don't know why. I think I'm going to get some tomato feed or something and see what I can do about them, because it's just not good. Not good at all. So this is everything else planted up. I've got my 3, if you like, proper sized pumpkins, my Halloween pumpkins. All these are sunflowers that have now been potted up, and then the dahlia pom-poms at the back. All these are about to bloom as well. Look how beautiful they are. So pretty. Good morning to a beautiful day here in Northamptonshire. I am in the shady corner of the garden today because I am going to be trying to transform this derelict mud pile into some form of rockery. Not going to actually use these in the end. These are just all parts of the large slabs that we have in the garden, but they're good for placement to decide where rocks will go. I've got loads of plants to park. I'm going to park the plants to pot and fill in with the plants. I've got some, what have I got here? Let's have a look, because I can't seem to remember. Hellebores. I've got 2 hellebores that I got in the sale, but if they die off, that's okay. Hopefully they'll come back next year. I've got some bluebells that were also in the clearance. They were down from £5 to £1. Love it. And I've got loads of other rockery plants that I'm also going to include as well. So I'm just going to set you up, put it on a time lapse, and we'll see how we go. That's really damn cold soil. Oh, that's really damp and really cold. Lovely. Okay, so I hope you can see this. So I picked these flowers up yesterday. They're a mixture of alpines. We've got bellis, which I just think is such a happy little flowers. I just hope they'll stay happy. And I've got them in, they're a bit dry, which is why they're a bit floppy, in white and pink. We have an unknown, literally an unknown, but how pretty is that? I was definitely drawn to pinks and whites. Primroses, a couple of whites of those. Another alpine, I think it's a primrose of some sort. And then this, which I just thought was a bit special. sedum. There you go. I'm hoping I can break this into a few smaller sections. And then this I picked up a few weeks ago from, it was like Home Bargains or something. A little toadstool, because why not? Every rockery needs a toadstool. And as I said before, going along with that, going for a ride, are the Hellebores and the bluebells as well. So I'm just going to kind of place these where I think they're going to go, work the rocks around them. As I say, these bits of rocks, there are some normal rocks and these bits of old paving slab that we'll replace. I'm just going to place them in there for now, kind of see where things work. And then the idea is at the very top in the middle is going to have some sort of water feature or bird bath or something. So I'm just going to place these where I want them to go for now. I'm going to leave those for a minute. Sorry, hi. There's probably a lot of you shouting at me going, why are you putting bone meal in everything? Just because I am. If it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll learn. I've got no idea how these plants are going to go, how they're going to cope here. It's quite shady, but it does get warm, so I'm just hoping it's going to be okay. On to the next primrose. Just realised I can't really see you because of the sun. I've just found these. These are pink kisses and they're so pretty. And I had some of these last year. They're as cheap as chips. And I've got 2 of them and they're meant to go in the rockery as well. So I might as well add those in. And I'm also really unhappy with how I've planted one of the Hellebores because I just didn't plant it deep enough. So I'm going to dig that out, replant it, and then put these in as well. And then hopefully that area will be done for now until we have more stones and things like that. So let's go do that. So this morning when I came and took all little things out of the greenhouse, one of my strawberry plants, which was absolutely fine yesterday, was really, really unhappy and all flopped over. And I was just like, why are you so unhappy? But I felt it and it was just really, really dry. So this one that was all flopped over this morning is all perked up now. It's had a good drink. I don't know why this one decided it wasn't going to, but why it decided to particularly dry out yesterday, but it's now all perked up and a lot happier, so that's good. What's not happy at the moment, which is making me very, very sad, although they look a little bit better now, are my little pumpkins. I'm pretty sure this is the Jackberry Little one. It's just not happy, and I don't understand why it's not happy. So I've got some tomato feed coming as well, so hopefully that will help. But for some reason my little bumpkins aren't very happy. I'm hoping some tomato feed will cheer them up a little bit, but they're not very happy. Another couple of things I potted up yesterday. These are the proper pumpkins. The Halloween pumpkins. I've literally got one. Well, no, there's 3 in there, but this tiny one, this one is really not happy, and the other one doesn't look particularly happy, so I might get one. I don't know. Maybe, but then more than one pumpkin can grow off a plant, so we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing that looked a little bit sorry for itself this morning were my sweet peas, but now they've had another good water and they're doing okay. So I'm happy with that. I'm just kind of sitting out here with a lot of the things because I want them to sort of climatise. It's not going to be long till I put my sweet peas out. So I want them to be happy. But they're looking quite bushy because I pinched out the tops. So I'm pleased with that. I'm sure I showed you this in the last video, but look at these tulips. They're all about to absolutely explode. I'm very, very excited about that. I did plant lots and lots of red, so let's see what's going to become of that. Doggy, good boy. Okay, so where my white onions are, I've purposely left quite a bit of gap between them, and I bought some red baron sets as well. I do have red baron onion seeds still just about hanging in, but I really wanted to get some red onions in between them because that's actually what we eat more of in the house anyway. My white onions are doing really, really well. They're the Stirren variety, and these are the red baron. But I'm going to plant some of the red baron in between, and hopefully they're going to be okay. Not sure how well you can see this, but all of these carrots are doing so incredibly well. It's not going to be long till I have to thin them out because they're all quite close and compact. There's a few that are absolutely fine. I'm probably going to give them another week and then I'll start to thin them out. I just want them a little bit more established before I do that, but I'm so pleased at how many have come up. There's still the odd section like here where I've got those random flower seeds that are still popping up. But other than that, I'm really pleased with how well they've all come up. Right everyone, last job of the day. I'm going to plant a very special rose. My siblings and my father and I all purchased this rose. This is called Ask Maureen rose, which is my mum's name. We're going to plant it. I'm going to plant it in a pot. I chose the one that had the least amount. Everyone else has got like this big and it's got greenery on it, so I've actually got no idea if this is going to grow or not. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to take care of it, and hopefully it will grow into these beautiful pink flowers. Now the pot I've got is actually only this size. This is just an Aldi one, 30 centimetres. I think it's more than 30 centimetres. Anyway, it's a starting pot for it, and I can always give it a bigger pot. Excuse my throat. As it gets bigger. But it's a starting pot. So I'm going to pop it in here. I'm going to give it every chance. I'm going to give it some bone meal. I'm going to give it tomato feed, and just hopefully it will come to life and be beautiful and remind me of my mum every time I see it. So that's what I'm going to do now.
Last thing is to add the tomato feed. So I've got some water in the watering can. Please don't fall over.
Bloody hell.
It's only a small amount, so I'll only need about half a cup all the way around. Hopefully Mum can work her magic on that. And it'll grow really, really beautifully. I've realised I keep now coming out here just to find jobs to do. But it's such a beautiful day. But now I am just going to chill out outside for a little while. It's getting on into the afternoon. I'm so happy this time of year. I love it. Everything's coming to life. And I hope you enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Thank you to the new subscribers I'm now getting and the messages I'm getting from people. It's just so lovely to have you come along on this journey, considering I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just shoving things in seeds and grounds, and probably too quickly and probably not well enough. I'm throwing bone meal into absolutely everything that I plant. I'm putting things that shouldn't be in the shade, but you know, it's all part of the fun. So next time I see you, I'm hoping to be planting out sunflowers and sweet peas and maybe even my strawberries. We'll have to see. But oh, and hopefully my little pumpkins as well will hopefully recover. But we'll have to see. Take care everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.